Boomers are without a doubt a generation full of sociopaths and narcissists. This isn't hyperbole, it's actually a verified fact. There's a great book called A Generation of Sociopaths about boomers that actually exposes this. They're also painfully delusional about the modern world and economy. And as a result, they're constantly giving horrible, outdated advice to younger generations like just work hard and pull yourself up by the bootstraps. That being said, not all boomers are equally bad, some are certainly worse than others, and a small minority are actually quite chill. From the worst to the best, we're about to rank the 5 levels of boomer delusion right now. Base level 0. These are the very small minority of boomers who actually understand the modern world and give decent advice. They're also humble and self-aware enough to know that they might not understand all the struggles of young people today. The only boomer I've really seen in this category is Jordan Peterson. The advice he gives of taking care of yourself, cleaning your room, and listening to people when they talk translates pretty well to the modern day. You don't need the approval of a corporation to do any of these things, and so it beats most boomer advice of just work harder. My respect really went up for him. However, when I watched this clip of his interview with Chris Williamson on the issue of modern dating,
Give me your thoughts on the modern dating market.
Well, I'm too old to really have any thoughts on it in some sense.
Not from a personal perspective.
Well, I don't understand at that level of detail.
shocking, a boomer actually had the self-awareness and humility to admit he might be too old to quite understand the struggles of young people today. We'll put Jordan Peterson as our one and only example of a level 0 no delusion boomer. Level 1. Phil. I'm going to name these levels after boomers I've met in my own life who perfectly fit the description. A level 1 delusion boomer typically is a boomer who also happened to get wrecked in the 2008 financial crash. And as a result, they sympathize with the struggles of young people much more. My friend and business partner Phil is a great example of this. On a macro level, Phil clearly doesn't understand how technology works, and as a result, we'd have differing opinions on how the economy got so bad, and we got into a bunch of arguments over it. But on an individual level, he knew just how bad the economy was, and always tried his best to understand my struggles and help me out of my situation. He never gaslit me into believing the economy wasn't really that bad, like most other boomers do, and for that, I'll always be grateful for our friendship. Level 2, Don. The level 2 delusion boomer is one who absolutely believes in all the outdated economic philosophies that don't work anymore, such as pulling yourself up by the bootstraps. They're not really any different from the higher levels of boomer delusion from a belief system standpoint. However, they do tend to just have more empathy along with a more passive personality, which makes it so that their delusional boomer belief system doesn't manifest in as much damage and devastation. My friend's dad, Don, is a perfect example of a level 2 boomer. Even though my friend struggled to find a job in this economy, his dad wasn't happy about him being unemployed, but never threatened to kick him out either. He supported him until he eventually found a way out. Level 3, Dad. I'm going to put my own boomer father in the level 3 category, as he fits it quite perfectly. The level 3 delusion boomer carries all the delusional beliefs about hard work and the economy typical of boomers. They will be extremely unhappy about you not moving out and not being able to support yourself. And this is a result of their complete oblivious understanding of just how bad the economy is for young people today. Now, what separates a level 3 boomer from level 4 or level 5 is that when push comes to shove, they ultimately won't actually kick you out. They'll give you a hard time every single day you live with them, and so your life at home will be quite a living hell. But at least you don't have to worry about going homeless if you have a level 3 delusion boomer as your parent. So while their delusional boomer mentality is annoying, it at least won't cause any real life damage to you. To be fair to my dad, he has updated and changed his outdated viewpoints in the last few years, and so, to his credit, I'll probably downgrade him to level 1 or 2 at this point. Love you, Dad. Level 4 boomer. Hold on to your seatbelts, guys. We're entering unbearable boomer territory right now. A level 4 boomer has all the outdated viewpoints and mentalities that every boomer has, but unlike levels 0 to 3, They actually have the personality to cause serious, real-life damage as a result of their delusion. Dr. Phil and Dave Ramsey are perfect examples of level 4 boomers. These boomers are super successful and entitled boomers thanks to the fact that they grew up in the booming post-World War II economy. They've never worked a day in their lives, but they want you to work. They shove their ideologies down your throat with reckless abandon and will absolutely throw their own kids out on the street to starve, all in the name of teaching them to pull themselves up by the bootstraps, which of course doesn't work in today's economy. The reason a level 4 boomer is so dangerous is because beyond their delusional mentalities, they will actually negatively impact your life on a practical level. If you have level 4 boomer parents, they will kick you out into this horrible economy. If you have a level 4 boomer boss, he will purposely exploit you and pay you dog shit low wages. He'll tell you that hard work pays off, but he'll never actually pay you more for your hard work. If you have to regularly deal with a level 4 boomer in your day-to-day life, I extend you my condolences. Your life will be significantly more miserable, not just on a macro level, but on an individual level as well. Level 5, you might think it's impossible to top a level 4 delusion boomer, but that's because so far, we've only talked about American-born and raised boomers. But if we extend our scope to immigrant boomers who moved to America, this is where we get our absolute level 5 god-tier delusion boomer. Their idea of success is based on their own experiences in the booming post-1960s economy in America compared to their country of origin. As a result, they literally abuse their millennial and Gen Z children over outdated and unrealistic expectations to surpass them. Unlike every other boomer on the list, where the abuse starts after the age of 18, with a level 5 delusion boomer, the abuse literally starts as early as 5 or 6, when their kid starts kindergarten. Even if the kid becomes successful, he never even gets to enjoy life. And as a result, almost every child of a level 5 boomer ends up developing serious mental health issues. If you're a child of a level 5 boomer, I really feel sorry for you, as you're likely in for a childhood of misery, followed by an adulthood of depression and therapy. These are the 5 levels of boomer delusion. Which one have you experienced the most in your life? What were your experiences dealing with them like? Let me know in the comments below.